We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fantasy. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello, beautifuls. Beautifuls? Well, I'll just roll with it. Beautifuls and aromas, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to Changeling. We are here. Hopefully gonna stay indoors. Probably not. I have a feeling my girl's gonna walk out during a day before Halloween. Well, 2 days before Halloween. Marc was probably right. I was just a normal human because there's no way I could understand or accept that sort of mindset. Ugh, Marc. I decided to reach for my phone again. I should just check on him or something. Maybe. This is where you need social media, but Marc would never post on social media, I don't think. Or at least apologize for losing my temper. I couldn't control what he did, but I should have at least controlled myself. I still didn't think my feelings were really wrong, but even if they were, that doesn't mean I'd handle it perfectly. There's this bug that's flying around. It's getting on my nerves. Should I? For all I knew, he would never speak to me again, and well, I couldn't change that if that's how he was going to be. How long have you been avoiding each other? A week? But was it really okay leaving things this way on my end? Fuck. Should we text him first? What if he's waiting for me first? Because technically I started the argument, right? I technically raged, and then he pitched in. So technically it was my fault. Text Marc first. Okay, I do it. I'm assuming it was my fault. Technically, it was my fault because I was just angry at everything. Maybe he wouldn't care, or maybe he didn't really even want to hear from me. Even if I had every right to be angry at the situation, even if I had every right to be angry at him, I was at least going to take the high road here. And I did agree with him that the burden of keeping humans safe shouldn't be put solely on cryptics. Humans should take responsibility for themselves, or rather they should be allowed to do so. The system was broken, and that was what really caused situations like mine. I wanted to tell him that. I wanted to tell him that I knew it wasn't the existence of the paranormal that was the problem, that his existence wasn't a problem. I hadn't meant to make him feel that way. I pulled up his contact information, I thought I already did it, but apparently not. Took a deep breath and started typing. Listen, I should have said this sooner, but I'm sorry about what happened. I won't make excuses for anything I said or thought. I hope that we can... My girl's a fast-ass typer. Texter. I hope that we can talk about it. There are things I want to say, things I didn't say well before. Cryptics aren't the problem. I do know that. You aren't a problem either. I've never thought you were a problem. Oh, that's it? That's okay. I laid my phone down and waited. I didn't really expect an answer. Even if he wanted to talk at some point, I couldn't expect him to stop being mad just because I said sorry. Even so, I was still hoping for at least some acknowledgement. None came. I mean, he's busy. My girl's so angry right now. I tossed my phone aside and let out a strangled groan. Ugh! In the end, he couldn't accept my apology, and if we couldn't talk it out, that just demonstrated the depth or lack thereof of our relationship. Whatever our relationship is, because now you're realizing there's a relationship. Well, you didn't realize when he kissed you and everything else. In that case, walking away now would be better for us both. But he's with Allie. She even said he was there. I wanted to be able to think that way anyhow. He's busy. My girl is being impatient. I flopped back on my bed, throwing an arm over my eyes. Blah. An apocalypse might actually be a nice distraction right now, tentacles and all. I almost didn't hear the soft tap on my door, not until the door opened slightly and I heard Spencer's voice. "Mi Chico." I sat up quickly, eyeing the face poking through the door suspiciously. He's so adorable, even though like he's a jerk in the very beginning. He looked weirdly nervous. Yeah? The door opened all the way and Spencer stood there, hands in pockets, looking off to the left. I raised an eyebrow. Yes? I repeat, yes? Spencer? What on earth is wrong with him? Wanna go for a walk? Oh, you're blushing, how cute, why? What? Me? With you? There's literally no one else around that I could be referring to. Well, yeah, but I mean, you hate me. He looked away, shifting slightly. I don't. He looked at me again, expression serious. I don't hate you. Fine, you're scared of me. Whatever, doesn't make for easy sibling bonding. He sighed in frustration. Do you want to or not? Wait. I got up and walked to the window, pushing it open. I leaned my head out a bit and listened carefully for a moment. What are you doing? Listening for trumpets. I'm pretty sure the end is near. Allie did mention something about the apocalypse this weekend. For God's sake, just yes or no? Fine. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me, but I'm gonna say fine. Fine, yeah, let's go. Really? Don't look so surprised. You're the one that doesn't like me, remember? He looked away sheepishly, biting his lower lip. I already said that's not true. I feel like he might tell us his dreams, maybe. And we could help, possibly. I grabbed my jacket and quickly stuffed my feet in my boots, zipping them up. Let's just go, alright? I mean, I'm the one waiting on you. I rolled my eyes as I stepped into the hallway. When we went down together, I could see Mom lurking in the kitchen, pretending she wasn't watching. She was grinning ear to ear as she peeked at us. I was glad that, at least to them, it looked like we were resolving our differences. I heard her say something to Dad right as the front door closed. I told you coming back here would be good for them. I rolled my eyes. Yeah, right. Spencer and I walked silently as we headed toward a narrow walkway on the opposite side of the road. It ran all the way along the street down to the bridge area. On one side of it was an empty wooded lot. On the other side was a thin veil of trees that screened it from the road. It was nice, a good place for quiet walks. For a while there was nothing but the sound of our feet on the path. It was a nice day though. It was getting a bit cold. Nights were definitely worse by now. Excuse me. I was glad I'd curbed the sleepwalking issue before the temperature took such a nosedive. Running around at night in this weather definitely would not have been good for me. You know, I looked up at him, surprised when he finally spoke. Yeah? I spent the last 5 years convinced you were some kind of intruder that stole my sister and invaded our house. What a conversation opener. Every single day I waited for you to attack me again. I thought that's why you stuck around. It just hit me! Friggin' bug! I'm calling it a bug, but it's a gnat, I believe. Or I thought maybe you wanted to kidnap me too, or kill us all. I just assumed that... I just assumed you knew what was going on because of what happened that day. It wasn't that I hated you. I mean, I guess I did, but it's hard to not hate someone you think is there to do something terrible. And no one would believe me. I blamed you for that too, for making everyone think I was crazy. It was the most he talked to me in, well, years really. And it was the first time he had said anything like that. I wasn't entirely sure how to respond. I'm sorry for what happened back then. If what you said about being a changeling is true, then it wasn't even you who did those things. I know that, but of course that hadn't been me. It had been her that hurt him. She had done everything, all of it. It was infuriating, sharing this body with someone that had done those things. I hated it. I wanted out. I wanted away from her. I wish I could peel myself out of this body and escape it as easily as she could put me on as a disguise. What is it? What do you mean? You just had a weird look on your face. I didn't even know how to go about explaining the turmoil I was feeling at the moment. How do you explain wanting to beat your own body up because it belongs to someone else? It's nothing. We reached the bridge and Spencer went to lean against the rail. He stood there staring into the distance with an unreadable look on his face. I watched him for just a moment before I joined him at the railing, staring off to where the creek disappeared into the trees. You know, my second day after finding out about the club, I encountered a Spriggan here. A what? A Spriggan, a type of fae. It scared the ever-loving crap out of me. I keep thinking how movie characters power through this stuff so easily. But in real life, it's pretty scary. But you still kind of have to power through even if you're freaking out the whole time. I wish I could be like Allie. None of this phases her. She just handles it all. She talks about Spriggans and impending doom like it's normal. She was probably scared at first too. Anyone would be. I guess so. She said she nearly died during that time. I still haven't fully heard that story though. I don't think we've ever heard that whole story, to be honest. And I don't think we ever will because there's no Allie around. I chewed the inside of my cheek as I watched him. He was just staring straight ahead. I'm freaking cold. With a serious look on his face. I'm sorry I kept all of this from you. I'm sorry that I treated your suspicions about the club like they were stupid, even though I knew they were true. They'd stressed that I couldn't tell anyone. It's okay. That part at least I somewhat understand. Awkward? This is so awkward. Why is talking to my own brother this hard? What was it like? What was what like? The thing you saw here, the Spriggan or whatever. Oh, that. Well, it was huge. It was singing some kind of creepy song, and I just stupidly went to check it out, as I do, apparently. Anyway, it grabbed me and tried to drag me off into the woods. What happened to it? Apparently, it was relocated to a less popular... Wait, what are you doing? He was heading for the edge of the bridge where the ground dropped off toward the creek. I just want to look. It's not down there anymore. I know, but I still want to just look at where it was. Spencer, come on, don't... Ugh! Oh my god, he's gonna fall into the thingy. The realm. I followed him anxiously. I didn't want to look down there again. Even if it was gone, I shuddered. It's prettier. I annoyed and a little worried, I followed him down the embankment. And to my great relief, when I peeked under the bridge, there was nothing there. I mean, of course there wasn't. They moved it, and I doubted it would just come back. On the side that we were on, wet mossy earth and stone sloped up to the side, creating a somewhat dry area to stand on. I looked up at the underside of the bridge, all worn out and covered in a thick layer of moss. As far as I could tell, there wasn't any real evidence that anything inhuman had ever lived here. I assumed the agency had cleaned up anything weird. Something caught my eye. Faint scribbles on the wall. I leaned closer. It was too dark to see it well. They looked like drawings or maybe writing. I squinted, trying to see it better. Weird. That almost looks like a language we made up. I couldn't tell what it said. This looks like the kind of place we'd have played when we were kids. I looked at him over my shoulder, then around the bridge. Yeah, we definitely ended up in the water when we went home soaked and muddy. Mom would have had a fit. Probably. I traced my fingers over the drawings, wondering if some kid put them there, or if it was the work of the Spriggan. I'd imagine this was a popular play spot for the neighborhood kids in the summer. Hey, yeah? Can I ask you something? Not like me saying no has ever stopped you before. Have you given more thought to the whole contract thing and how it happened? Oh, yeah, I've thought about it a lot actually, but I don't know. I really just can't remember anything that seemed like it could have been the catalyst. Do you remember how, in the woods behind our old house, there was that weird mound where we always played? Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. We used to have picnics on top and under it. I trailed off. Wait, under it? Why had I thought there was something under a hill? Under it was something else, right? I looked at him carefully, trying to remember whatever it was that was pulling at my mind. That's right, there was something under the hill, wasn't there? So it wasn't just a dream. What wasn't? That hill, and what happened there? Wait, what? What happened? I trailed off. That feeling returned, like a memory that wouldn't rise to the surface. You still don't remember it. I don't know. I feel like something important happened there. You remember, don't you? Lately I have this dream about that place that I went inside it, that dredged up a strong sense of deja vu. And underneath was a massive cavern full of people. I don't know if it was a memory or just a dream. I was hoping you'd remember. There's something about fairy hills and folklore. Fairy hills. Brenna's riddle had a line about that too. If you went inside the hill, how did you get... There was an explosion of pain behind my right eye and I doubled over, gripping my head. Michiko? My head. My fucking head. It's gonna explode. I was looking for you. Everyone was looking. But you wouldn't come when I called, and then I heard voices under the hill. I don't remember what happened next. Girl, oh my god. You're not okay. Look at her. Stop trying to remember. It's fine. What happens in your dream? How do we get you out? I don't know. I rubbed my temples, though it wasn't helping much. The fairy hill. Another stab of pain crawled through my head, and I tried to push the thoughts away. Maybe it's not relevant anyway. If it's too painful to remember, then stop trying. But why would it hurt to remember? Because they had sealed my memories up. Damn it! In any case, I have another way to fix the contract issue. Probably. It's a bit of a riddle, but I think I have it mostly solved. Oh, he's so cute! Sensor let out a dry laugh. This is all completely absurd. I'd never believe any of this usually. He touched his eye, the smile fading off his face. If I hadn't seen the things that can happen, if I didn't know firsthand that there are things that sometimes can't be explained, I think we were both crazy. When I get my soul sorted out, I'm going to find a way to fix what they did to your eye. I promise. Just worry about yourself for now. Come on, let's get out of here. This place gives me the creeps. It also smells like weird mold, as opposed to normal mold. Yeah. We climbed back up the embankment to the top of the bridge. Did you tell Marc? about what Kaya told you. Listen here, Mark and I, we're not together anymore. Friendship and relationship-wise. Relationship-wise was never a thing. But this is where I'm going to stop for today's episode. I'm really wondering where this is leading us. Like, how are we going to get this changing out? And what is going on with Spencer and himself? I don't know what's going on. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
touch it, touch it.